Welcome back into episode 3 here on the Nuzlocke run, the RonlLocke. And the goal today is to get to Mount Moon. So let's pop back into the game here if I can find it. File A. What have I done? Off camera, I did forget something. If we look at our team, we did a fusion at the end of last episode where we combined the Sheldon with a Gramble. And I did not change the name. So we are now called, we are combining Crusade and Sky and S, so we are Crusky now. Really cool Pokemon, and I'm channeling it today with my Grace, but I should put my hoodie up so I could chant. No, I'm not gonna do that. The other thing to do is I've spent $1,000. I realized that Divine Blade, where it's the Bisharp, didn't have any steel moves, and so I looked it up, and apparently this is the second evolution of in the line, and so I don't think I'm going to get a steel move until level 35 or 52, one of the two. So I've gone to the Learn Remover, and I actually bought Iron Head, so that I actually have an Iron move now. It says 80 base, so hopefully it'll come in handy. I could not learn any other move. There is a normal move that does a lot of damage, an instant KO, but it's only got a 30% hit rate. Might be something worth looking into in the future, but the problem is now is I don't have enough money to buy it. So I'm going to have to keep looking to try to save some money. So as we go through the route here, the kind of sub goal, the backdrop is to save some cash. But yeah, so let's try to fight as many of these trainers as we can fight and level up our Pokemon. Again, the other thing is the team, I'm not so happy with the mix. We've got electric, we have a lot of the same typing. So there is probably going to come a point in time where we need to pair something better with Divine Blade. And maybe Mr. Adora, we separate them back apart and put the Mud Skip guy with something other than the electric. Because right now there's too much electric. But let's use it to our advantage and try to get through the route. 7-12. Just bear with me. I guess should probably not record this, but I'm going to try to keep the time. So when it hits to 7:32, we're pulling the pin because I have a live stream. If you don't know, if you're catching me here, I do live stream on Twitch 4 days a week. Not Pokemon, but Minecraft in a different SMP. So if you want more content, check out the links in the description below, and you can find me in a bunch of different places. But quit staring if you don't want to fight. I have no idea. These should be all randomized Pokemon. Hopefully there's only like 1 or 2 Pokemon. And we could be in danger here. One Pokemon, he is Rock Steel. So that means Steel. He's weak to fighting, fire, and ground. That I don't have any of. So I'm going to do the trick here. We're going to switch into Beans and do Dragon. I do have Gigi though. I don't think Gigi has a rock move yet. So we're gonna switch in. Defense Curl is fine because guess what? Dragon Rage! Oh, he had Sturdy. The only thing that's gonna be really rough with Dragon Rage is there's going to come a point in time where they've got that inner oats or guts or whatever it's called, to where that damage will get bounced back on me. That's going to be rough at some point in time, and that's what happened to me. The very first game I played, actually I think this is the move I'm talking about. Yes, Bide, is it? The user endures attacks for 2 turns and then strikes back to cause double the... Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was like, this guy was cast Bide. I'm like, okay, we'll punch him in the face and then punch him in the face and then whoosh, I'm done. But this might be a good move to put on Sing. I have Sing now, so I can put Pokemon to sleep and maybe catch them. What a surprise. Fairy. Again, confusion, and then charm. So I'm going to lose Sweet Kiss because I want Sing. So I've got a status effect. I've got a Pokemon I can use for status effects. Although that does not have a whole lot of levels yet. That's why I'm switch training to start. And the whole point is $160. Oh yeah. No, I'm not worried about fighting them again yet. Let's try to get our path again. Balls are good. I could avoid this trainer, but let's fight. Let's fight everybody. I need levels. What I haven't discussed yet either, though, is a bug flying. No, dark flying. So I want electric. What I haven't discussed is I do have the option set, so I cannot level past the next gym leader. So I'm not going to be over leveled. I should be fine that way. I'm going to switch into Mr. Adora. And hopefully not get crushed with a dark move. I'd love the Intimidate. Double hit. We eat those. And then Spark. Here we go. Romeo, Romeo. No. Copycat's not bad, but it's very situational. And I'm too early into the run to be like mainlining Copycat. If you've got a good spot, like a good spare move space, not yet. If you've got a spare space, it's not bad to have because then you can catch people, but other than that, no. So we are just straight up grass. So grass is weak to bug. So I'm going to switch you into Divine Blade with my bug attack. Excellent. Fury Cutter. I want to do an iron. Grass is weak to flying, poison, ice, fire, and bug. So Fury Cutter. So what I keep looking at is I've got a type chart on my screen, on my other screen, because I don't know what these types are, and without that, I'd be walking into a lot of problems. So I'm gonna do an Iron Head. No, let's do an Iron Head. I thought it looked cooler than that. So the story behind Bisharp is that he is the second evolution, and he should have a steel move by the time you evolve to him. Electric is ground, and then grass, ice, water. Steel should be effective if I'm reading that right. Yeah. I don't know what that move just said. Block? Is that like Arena Trap? Either way, Nose Pass has been defeated. Divine Blade grew up. And $160. $160. Not the best. Not the best. Do we need to go back and heal? I need to be very cautious. Mr. Adora is below. Let's go back and heal. Any dragon that does an instant 40 damage instantly wrecks me, and there's no coming back. So we rest. But I'm excited for this team. I do want to find a good type to fuse with my main. Dark Steel. Dark would be weak to bug and fairy and fighting, so maybe like a fire. And that way if somebody brings a bug in against my steel, I can smash them. Avoid fights by people. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? One Pokemon. Water Fairy. So electric. Yeah. When in doubt, click on electric. The only way switch training really gets you is when you come up with something with an Arena Trap or whatever and you cannot switch out. Spark. Should... Oh. bubble. That was actually a lot of damage. So I have to be careful, man. I have to be careful. We could have very easily lost our Pokemon there. But there's another one down. 192. We're getting deeper. I'm gonna go heal again. It is what it is. I don't know if there is a type of Pokemon, like a lock type, where you are not allowed to go back to the Poke Center. I don't know how you do that. I really don't. Unless you lucked out and had rolled Pokemon that had all like life stealing or life leech or something like that. Oh, what I did find, I went back to the old Pokemart. In my bag is bananas. So I could actually get a little bit of health back. They're horrible, but they were cheap. And yeah, the Pokemart didn't sell bananas before that I remembered, but it had bananas the next time, so I bought them. I have 10 bananas, just in case. Let's go get that ball. You never know, it could be a Master Ball. It is a Poison Barb. Don't have a Poison Pokemon yet, that's fine. Your fused Pokemon evolved to, let me show you. He's a poet. Did not even know it. He has 2 Pokemon, a Tel Leap, Fire, Grass. So he is weak to Flying, Ice, Fire, Bug. Fire, though, is strong against Steel. So, although he's level 8, I'm gonna risk it. Yeah. Or I should bring in Water. Grass is strong. He's strong against anything. So let me just do this. When Romeo gets up to 15, we'll put a different Pokemon at the start. Leer. So yeah, the Fury Cutter should do well against the grass. Half. Setting up on me with the defense curls. Some good XP. Happy Rock. I'm assuming that's Fairy. So I'm gonna leave it in. Switch, no. We're gonna stay in. It is Dark normal. So Dark is weak against Bug. I never would have thought that Dark would be weak against Bug. It's one of those types of things that you never really think about. But Divine Blade is the hard carry. Thank you, Divine Blade. Again, Divine Blade was talking to me off camera before the run started on episode 0 to help me choose which Pokemon to choose. So you can thank Divine Blade to actually picking the Bisharp. And again, you could. I wish I could pick and choose what to bring in, or what to pair it with. Maybe like a fire or even a ghost move might be kind of nice. I enjoy the idea of like a levitate or some kind of really good status effect or ability. You looked at me, didn't you? I did. I did look at you. Grass, fire again. So Bug. We switch to Bug. Divine Blade. I'm finding too, Divine Blade levels very slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Hypnosis. So, one of my Pokemon had something that stopped the party from getting to slept, I thought. We'll look at that in a second. It was Sky and S. Oh, come on. Scratch. And I'm gonna have to go back to heal. Level 15. Stargeist. So that must be a ghost. And water. Right? Water, grass. So bug again. Water is weak to electric. So I could switch into electric. I don't know what moves they would have. But everybody has an everybody has a berry. Here we go. 192. Again, I need to buy balls. What do I have for Pokeballs actually before we go into the next route? I have exactly 15 balls, so we're good. What does a Genius Wing do? An item used for Pokemon. It slightly increases the base special attack stat of it. Oh, that's like a... Oh, cool. Special attack. I probably had that last episode and don't remember it. That's the one thing about doing this is I'm finding myself. Like, I play Infinite Fusion with Mr. Crimson Moon and Julie on Thursdays on stream. And so I'm getting the two games kind of mixed up already, which is a little alarming. So maybe what I should do is take some time off camera before stream or before recording and try to remember all the different Pokemons that are on the team. But the question I had before is, I thought that Kruskai had an ability... Sturdy. No, I chose the other. That's right too. Yes. Thought it had the ability to keep me from falling asleep. Okay. I didn't choose it. That's fine. That's fine. We should have like 4 more trainers. There's a ball in the grass. Thick club. Oh, let's take a look. I think that's a physical... An item to be held by a cube, yeah. Unfortunately. I wonder if that works for a fusion as well. We'll have to see if we ever catch one. Cubone, I think you get from a fossil, if memory serves. We've had 3 Pokemon. We have a water again, so we're gonna switch to bug. A bug move. Again, I'm not sure why he came stat with a bug move, but I'll take it. I will take it. I like the idea of steel, but there's very few Pokemon that are like weak to steel moves. I would have thought it would have been a much more common strength. Ludra. Switch. I'm gonna switch yes to Gigi or Kruskai, and then switch out. We'll switch train. Kruskai. Dragon. Yeah, see, this is it. The dragon move. We switch to bees. Although I'm weak to the grass move if they have one. But I'm gonna click on Dragon Rage. Because they could have Dragon Rage. Cool looking Pokemon though, that's like, I really like that one. Murdra. I'm gonna switch yes. We're gonna switch train to whoever the lowest is. Try to get everybody up to 15. Dragon Dark. There's been a lot of dragons. I'd say like 30-ish% of all the Pokemon I've found have had dragon. Dark is weak to bug, fairy, and fighting. Again, I could have kept in. my main, but again, I see that dragon typing, I get all nervous, That has the instant ability to one-shot up to like level 20. Metal sound. For somebody that doesn't have... Okay. A horrible sound like scraping metal. Yeah. That's hilarious. We could put it in for protect, I guess. Protect is just so good though. Partially reduces the target's special defense. Let's, just for the fact of having variety, put moving. If we don't hurry up, we're not going to get through here. We've got one more trainer, and then we'll have to call it an episode here, actually really quick. I'm trying to keep them a little bit lower. I'm worried about going to the 40-45 minute mark. We have a fairy poison. So it's weak to steel. And then poison is strong against ground. Okay, we're chilling. We're going to switch into Bisharp. Ironhead should one-shot. There we go. Excellent. And we beat our first Mewtwo. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Stealth Rock. I don't know what Stealth Rock does. It's a rock move. User lays a trap of levitating stones around a foe. The trap hurts foes that switch into battle. Okay, it's not bad. I'm not going to keep it, but it's not bad. Another level for the Divine Blade. Oh, we're gonna evolve! It's got chicken feet. It's got chicken feet! It's Typhairy! Yay! It's a thing. Stealth Rock, no. We already said no. Yes. Let's see if there are any other choices. Probably not. Yeah, it's either that or that. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't look directly in his eyes. We're gonna switch Cruisky in. We should have to talk to Brock here really quick. See what's on the trees. Ice Gem. And then Spooky Plate. Okay, where there's 500 more bucks. There's 500 bucks. That's not bad. We talked to Brock here. We put Nurse back in there. Brock will come out, and then we can get a sneaker head in and see what the encounter is for the episode. And we'll end the episode there. We're talking to Brock. Brock is scared, doesn't want to go in the cave. He's like, can you go in the cave for me? Because you're a 10-year-old boy who's just got his Pokemon. Can you go into the cave for me? I'm a gym trainer, but can you do this for me? Anyways, let's sneak in here. See if we can catch a Pokemon. So the first encounter is... Give me something good! A Beldoon. Well, that's a Pokemon. Again, if we bring in Romeo has sleep. I gotta say, might not have been my first choice. Another Steel and another Fairy. Might not have been my first choice. But it's a Pokemon. It's definitely a Pokemon. So I'm gonna sleep, and we might as well stay in with Romeo. Do I dare do a stomp? Yeah. I'm gonna stay in because Fairy is. We're chilling here. We're pretty good. He should not have a dragon move. to get down into yellow. I should be able to afford to do it. You got to flinch. We should be able to do it as long as I don't crit. We're in the red. I do a sing. I do a sing. I do a sing. There we go. Go to sleep. Easy, easy, easy. I click on the bag. I click on the Pokeball. And we catch him first try. First try. Status effect. In the red. 50... What? The recoil is going to kill him. I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to switch out because the recoil damage. Sleep. Okay. Recoil damage is going to kill him. He's got 1 health left. So as long as I don't go into my dragon type, we're chilling. Because fairy is strong against dragon for some reason. And we'll throw the Premier Ball. Again, I'm spending like half the episodes here trying to catch Pokemon that I'm probably never going to use. But 1. What am I going to do? What am I going to do to catch you? So, no encounter for Mount Moon. No encounter for Mount Moon. Excellent. Excellent. Well, let's quickly see what else we could have caught. It's probably like a Kyogre. Nah, this is fine. I wouldn't want him anyways. So there we are, guys. The end of the episode. Next episode tomorrow, we'll try to get through Mount Moon. Might be a bit longer episode, so that might be the way we go. On a Sunday, maybe there's something we can get through that takes a bit longer time. Maybe we can catch something someday. Maybe someday we can add a player to the team. But thank you guys very much. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.